Hey, Warren. Popcorn. Warren, what's up, Warren? Got a little, hey, one tube. Just messing around in here. Let me turn all these lights out. I got to figure out how to do the banners on this one here. I don't know, let's see. William Curtis, it's on the way. It's on the way, but from California. That's right. Let's see, what is that? Video storage, screen here, image, extra camera. Huh, how about that? What's that? Share the screen. No. Hey, one tube, yeah. How you doing? Mr. Mud Duck. Hey, how's it going, man? Yes. Hey, Bud Fowles, how's it going, man? Let me get up and I'll cut this light off. I got this thing here. I don't have to get up now. I gotta redo the wiring, not the wiring, but put a remote control on a switch or I'll have to get up. Gangster's Paradise. That's right. Gangster's Paradise. Always crooked. I was working on another radio, and it's so old it's in the first Sam's Photofact. It's a United Scientific. They call it United Scientific Labs. No, United Science Lab. It's a 5-channel transmit, 23-channel receive. You know, got a VFO on it, and I was taking some pictures of it and whatnot to where the remote S meter. It had the other one. I've got 3 of those radios. One of them had a remote S meter on it, but I wanted to put it on that newer one, the better looking one. I've already checked all the tubes and all that. Replaced most all the capacitors in it except the big can capacitor. Yeah, I need it on Wi-Fi, yeah. You know, I'm just, this thing hanging down, excuse my language, reminds me of my thing here. I got to get it out. I don't like looking at that. That's the microphone, you know. Yeah, I'm going to get that eventually. I still got to get this stupid camera to stay turned. That got smashed the other day when I was in here doing something. Can't see it for that thing flashing. That'd be good enough. Hey. Oh, Mr. Mud Dog. Light's going crazy now. Let me get where's my remote control? Will I knock it down? Oh, there it is over there. I do have this on remote control though. It'd work if I turned it on. Swananoa. I want to come back on now. Huh. Now what? There it is. It's so freaking bright, you know. Can I turn it down? Man. Gotta turn this little small light on over here to see what's going on there. Okay. About as dim as I can get it right there. Black Mountain in Asheville. All that blown down, man. I used to go all over that place up there, camping out. I'm glad those monsters didn't get me, you know, like now they're saying there's some kind of, hey, Walker Customs, good to see you, man. I just thought I'd get out here for a little bit till about 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you know. It's always good to see you, everybody. Black Mountain, yep. Used to like to go camping at Fontana Lake. Lake Fontana. I went inside the dam on a tour, you know, you like ride like an elevator thing down in there, you know, and go down in the bottom and look around, you know. On here, this thing here don't designate anybody with a blue wrench. I don't know why, but this is Restream. This isn't YouTube, or it is YouTube, but it's not direct to them. It goes through these people first. You get 20 hours free a month, you know. $20 hours a month free. It kicks in on the 20th. Then I go to StreamYard and I get 20 hours over there, you know. I would never try to use two different emails to, you know, sign in and get like maybe, you know, 2 or 3 emails different and sign in, maybe get 60 hours a month. I would never do that. I haven't done it either, but I know some people. Nantahala, oh yeah, Nantahala, man, that's my place up there, you know. They're talking about people going missing, and it's like monsters that live up there, and people seeing like these like not Bigfoot now, it's something else now. They done wore Bigfoot out. They can't find any, so now they got these creatures up there scaring people, and some of the park rangers are scared. I don't know, you know. Who knows? Torpedo Heat, I just saw you. Yeah, I used to like to go to Bryson City, the hub of the Smoky Mountains, you know. You might not be old enough and never even saw this, I don't know. But there's a road that like goes straight into Bryson City, whatever it is, from wherever it is. It goes straight in, and you got to make this turn to the left or the right. I think to to the right, and it goes around and climbs up a hill, and there's all kinds of, used to be, this is 1980, maybe 78, all kinds of little shops up there sitting right on the corner of the mountain, man. Right, you know, if you go out their back door, you fall down. Well, when you made that turn back then, you could look over at the bank and see mashed cars in there, stacked on top of each other that they put dirt on. It was to hold up, you know, and big old logs and all kind of crap. But it was actual mashed cars up in there, and you could see them. You know, I thought, look at that. You know, damn. Yeah, Bryson City. There's some girls in there. Yeah, I imagine they'd be pretty. You know, glad to have anybody come to get them out of there for a while. You know. Country girls, you know, they're a different kind than they got like in these cities, this city and all around here, you know, which it don't matter to me. I'm married anyway, so. But I wouldn't be able to make it around here if I wasn't already married, you know. I'd have to go in the country somewhere because they don't want to cook around here. They don't know how to do crap. All they want is you to pay for their fingernails to be put on, haircuts, you know, hairdos, all that, you know. It ain't worth it. Yeah, you'll always be hungry, you know. And you got the, you know, country folks got them big, you know, they don't have like family reunions all the time, but they got like on the weekend, they'll have everybody will bring something, everybody go over there, you know, eat good, make you fat as hell though, but it's fun. Used to do that down in Georgia. When I lived down there for a while. Around here, they don't do that too much. Well, it's not around where I'm at. Nobody has any yards around here. I got plenty. I got, you know, plenty of room out here. I'm way back in the woods. I don't even see anybody. I don't even hear anybody. Only way you can see my antenna back in here is if you got a drone flying over or you're in an airplane. Yeah. You can see it on Google Earth though. Really can't really tell what it is. Google Earth View, Google View couldn't get back in here. They, you know, I'm 1,000 feet off the gravel road onto another gravel road that's mine. Boar's Head. Okay. I wasn't that brave. I just stayed I didn't know anything about those places. I just stayed in the campgrounds, you know. Now I did one time, I had a lot of fun way back. I must have been about 76. 77. I had a van and we went up on Lookout Mountain, and believe it or not, the place was called Fairyland Campground. Well, they didn't have any fairies up there, and any of the two-legged ones either, but there's another guy and a girl that had a van, and we backed the vans up back to back with the doors open, and we had a party in there. Of course, we didn't smoke any reefer, you know, nothing like that. Oh yeah, the gold diggers down there, yeah. We had a big ass bonfire on top of Lookout Mountain, and the guy that ran the damn campground come over and said, "Hey, they can see that fire down in Chattanooga. Y'all got to get that damn thing toned down a little bit, you know." That was some fun times, though. Getting up there is no picnic. Driving around and around, you know. Switchback, you know. Another one that we used to go to was Sapphire Valley. Hey, Squirrel Magnet Fishing Outdoors, how's it going, man? Good to see you in here. Anybody wants to drop the link, I don't know if you can do it on Restream or not. I don't know. I'm doing the free plan, you know, 20-hour free plan. I think I got 2 hours so far this month. I don't know, 3 hours. And then on the 20th, it'll bump it back up again to 20 hours again, you know. Rough camp off Bucks Creek, okay. I don't know. I have to check that out. It's been so long ago, I don't remember. Sometimes I'll look at a map and I'll say, yeah, I remember going through there. I camped at a lot of those campgrounds in the Smoky Mountains, except a couple of them I didn't camp out, but most of them I went there, trying to get them all, you know. Doing fine there, Squirrel Magnet Fishing, yeah. Have you got any of those magnets? Like if you're holding two of them and your hand gets in between them, you got to take and cut your hand off, you know, to get them out, to get it out. Wonder how that'll do. You know, get one of them and throw that in the water, you know, pull a car out. Nenobendium or whatever you call it, magnets, I don't know. Oh, there you go. There's this link. He can do it. Y'all can do it. Appreciate you dropping your link there, Squirrel. Great. Just across the Georgia line. Okay. Yeah, down in Rossville, Georgia. My grandmother and my mother was there, born there. My grandmother lived there. My aunt lived right there in Tennessee, and you walk down the hill and you're in Rossville, Georgia, you know. Yeah, you dropped your link, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, you did. You already did. Yeah, that's great. Do it again if you want to. I don't know. Just I can drop my link. Okay. That's cool. That place is really run down up there now. I could have got that house when my aunt died. She willed it to me and my other brother. But, you know, I'm like 8 hours away. And, you know, 500 miles, you know. And I didn't want to have to go through all of that. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I just signed it over to him later. And then he died. And I guess it went to his stepson. And he just let the damn house go without paying the taxes. I would have given it to one of my sons, you know, let them deal with it. I didn't want to have to deal with it. I mean, one of my sons lives in West Virginia. He could have drove over there and got there quicker than I could. And he's about maybe 30 years older than me, 30 years younger than me. So they did the Deliverance movie, yeah. Well, I've been around some of them. But that's a rough area there now. You know, everything's all run down in there. And I'd have had to put a lot of money in that house. And then what I'm going to do, rent it out to somebody to burn it down, then have to put a ton of all kind of liability insurance on it, because it's like on a hill, like a 30% grade in your front friggin' yard. You got to park on the damn hill, and then you walk in and it's flattened out. You walk into the front porch and you walk on through to the back of the house, and to get out of the back of the house, you walk out on the porch, and you're like about 2 stories up in the air. Then you walk down the steps down to the backyard, So anybody that went down the side of the house that didn't go through the house, they start going through there and trip over friggin' rock. Well, there's friggin' rocks everywhere up there, boulders and crap. Not boulders, but they had built a lot of the fences around there with that rock, that scrap rock or whatever it is around there. And a lot of it got knocked down. People knocked it down just to do it. And there's rocks laying everywhere, out the ground. Go down through there at night, trip over that damn thing and fall down the side of the hill and want to sue somebody, Shit, ain't worth it. Try not to get 2 magnets stuck together. If you do, you have to pull them apart. Okay. Well, I was just thinking about those 2 that they said was real dangerous. Like if you stuck one on the back of your hand and then stuck one in the palm of your hand, it'd like crush your hands, Ken Carlock. Hey, Ken, that package went out today for Shorty. There's a special gift in there, so make sure that you checks the package very well. It's kind of, might be hard to catch right off, but it's in there. Uncle Freddie sent her that. It's just been raining and thunderstorms every day, and I just hadn't gone to do anything with mailing anything, But give me a break today. I'm glad she won. She was really trying hard, to win. Oh yeah, there's Squirrel, yeah. I always thought about instead of shooting somebody, or like a robber, have look like a double barrel shotgun, right? Okay, Ken. And then have 2 magnets in there, like for bullets, 1 in each gun, each barrel, with a something like a Kevlar line going between it. You fire that out of there onto somebody and it wrap around them, and those magnets hook together. They're not getting out of that, Instead of shooting them in the head. I can't understand that, right? You got somebody over there that's coming for you, and they got a knife or whatever. You better be back. There's some rule, I forgot how many feet you got to be back and how quick they can get on you. I used to know all that. But you're back far enough. Don't aim for the friggin' head, you know what I mean? Shoot them in the feet. Shoot them in the legs. If you miss the first time, you got 9 more shots, man. Put about 5 or 6 of them in their legs. They're not going to come at you after that. They can't walk. But they automatically, first thing, I shot him in the head. Why? You know what I mean? Yeah. Butane stove to make coffee in the morning. Well, there's nothing better than a wood fire. You got to carry it with you. And a lot of times you can't do that in those campgrounds. They don't like you to bring any wood in there because it might have parasites or what you call it, bugs in it that would start eating up. You're not supposed to transport firewood like that. What I was told. if they catch you, I don't know what they'll do. The game warden probably just make you go and get rid of it. But they're going to fine you. They're going to give you a fine. They're not going to do anything without a fine. I got caught fishing in Smoky Mountains National Forest up there one time in a trout stream. Was no fishing. Here I am carrying a cane pole and an inner tube, big old truck inner tube, and a bowl of corn. And that guy walked right up on me, man. You know, I don't know where he come from. He might have been hiding in the woods. I don't know. But I wasn't fishing. I was getting ready to fish. But I had to leave. He didn't give me a citation, but he made me pack up and leave out of there. Yeah, Harvey made me that adapter for my radio right here. That's my general radio telephone that I've been messing with, and had to get this giant plug right here. 16 connections on this plug right here, but you only use 2. 3, Harvey wired it for me. I wired one of them for 133, but according to the CB Tricks diagram, I wired it like they said, but he plugged it in and some of the tubes didn't light up, but he had power to it. I could have wired it wrong. I don't know, but I didn't want to go through that. I just sent it out to Harvey and asked him to wire it up for me. But he made this plug for me. That plug right there is 3/16 instead of being 1/4 inch. And then he put this 4-pin female wired for a Cobra Micro Galaxy 4-pin. Studio grade cable like you'd use on a guitar amplifier. Got about 3 shields on it. But this is original plug from like World War II. I mean, it's got all, it's very nice. I sure appreciate that. One I bought was old too, but it wasn't this real long cover on it. Mine is about that big. And it's not brass or whatever that is, chrome plated, gold plated. I don't know if it's gold plated or just brass, probably just brass. Let's see, dig 2 holes about 2 feet apart and dig a hole to link them in the bottom. And you fire on one side and you're done. Just fill them in. Okay. For smoking it or what? Dig 2 holes about 2 feet apart and dig a hole to link them in the bottom. Okay, like a tunnel, and where you're gonna build a fire. I don't know. You have to explain it. I'm trying to figure it out. What's up? Is that the coconut base? They're over there in the mini grass. Yeah, how's it going, Ricky? KBNF 0602. Yeah, I gotta get this thing going. I'm gonna put the cover on it tomorrow, and I'm gonna put a dummy load on it, and a meter, and a mic, and see if I know it'll work. It'll key down, and it'll receive in here with no antenna. I was picking up people on channel 6, just in this room here in the house. So I'm hoping it's going to work. This is the one that's got the Tweety Bird on the front, a call thing. Go do 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 do. They'll like that when I get on the air. Of course, I'll have to try it, you know. But I've got 2 or 3 mics with that in it, D104s. So I used to have one I'd key up all the time, and it'd whistle like when you keyed up. You go, you know, like that. I used to use that in like 1980. Dakota Fire. Okay. Yeah, you'll have to explain that. I don't know. I was thinking he's building a fire in one hole, and then letting the smoke go up in the other hole, but I don't know. I've been watching these guys build these neat looking barbecue pits, portable barbecue pits out of 2 wheels, 2 car wheels. The one on the bottom, they weld a plate down in there over the top of the holes or whatever, you know. And then they take and put some metal around the sides, about 2 foot high, something like that, and have it one part open in the front, and then on the top they got another wheel up there that's cut open in the center. And did the D104 ever come out with noise canceling? Yeah, the Night K-Eagle. The Night K-Eagle and the Silver K-Eagle had a 20 dB pad. I got one. You could turn that 20 dB pad on and cut down the noise, but I never did use it because I wanted it to be as loud as I could possibly get. I'd cut down whatever I wanted to cut down, you know. But the only thing about those K-Eagle mics, the Black K-Eagle, or the Silver K-Eagle, those switches, if you mess with them, they go bad real easy. You can't get them. But you can take that, say for instance, if you wanted the K-beep or the identifier beep or the Roger beep, whichever one you maybe have gone bad, you can take the wiring off of it and put it on the 20 dB pad switch and do away with the 20 dB pad and use that switch. But eventually, if you use them much, they're going to go bad. I'm sure you could take and drill a hole in the top of the, bottom there and put miniature switches on it and, push switches, that would click on, click off, or whatever, little small toggle switches, Yeah, I've got all kind of D104s, I'm still looking for a 1934 D104 with no chicken choker on it, but just the stand and the mast. I've got a stand and mast that like that, but it's not from them. And I do have an older D104 head that instead of the label on the top is riveted on, and it's etched in like a brass tag. It's riveted on the top of it, But I want to get one like as early as I can get. I think the earliest one I got, the only one I got with a riveted on label, I think was from 1948. And I don't even care if it don't work, But that'll be my radio I'm gonna be messing with this week. Hopefully I can have it on old radio night. I'd love to get that satellite on there, but I haven't seen any movement. I sent him a pirate ship label. Let's see if he texted me back. Okay. I wrote Harvey, you don't need to call back, but did they pick up the box? That's the box that the satellite set is in. He said yes. He sent me a yes on the text there. Can't see it. Yeah. Yeah, I got about 3 of those lazy keys way back whenever nobody wanted to really talk on the radio and everything was real cheap. Not real cheap, but it was pretty reasonable, I got about 5 Brown and Golden Eagle Mark IIIs, and I got about 5 different Tram D201s, the A's, got 2 A's, 40 channels, which I don't care for them. They got that bad, some of them got that bad black channel selector in there. You have to run it on VFO, I got the 2 hand-wired ones, but they all need work now. I sent one of them off to Ray up in Elkin, and he put a variable power in it. But they got a lot of problems, those radios. I mean, resistors it only takes like one resistor to go bad, and you don't even know it, and the whole thing won't work, But there's a guy making those lazy keys now. I don't know what he's making now. There was a guy making them out of plastic on one of those printers, whatever you call it. And then one guy had made them look like something Fred Flintstone would make out of some pieces of wood. That didn't look good. But the ones on that printer, the plastic ones, they look pretty good, but I don't think they'd last. But this guy's got them, and he makes them. I think he wants about $150 a piece for them. Then he's got one that's gold looking. I think it's way on up there, but I don't need them that bad. Yeah, I never did know they made an Echo mic. I never did know that. Never heard about it. Not saying it didn't. I just never heard of it. The best one that they ever made, in my opinion, was a 575 M6 with the tone control and the volume control. Like the Red Devil's got the volume control on the side of it, but it doesn't have the tone control on it. But the Red Devil has got a noise canceling dynamic mic in it. where the 575, you know, 575 M6 has got the tone and volume on it. But I just used the 636L noise canceling, but it's a ceramic mic, I think. And, you know, yeah, it's got the lithium battery. Okay. It's probably that 7.5 volt battery that you can get them now on eBay if you look for a dog collar battery, same battery. You know, a static M+2 used them, and a static M3 JM something 3 had that same battery. Catalyst, what's on, man? Just messing around for a while. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I just never have seen an Echo mic made by Static, unless you're talking about the desk mic, a Static desk mic thing that they had. That's the only one I know. Looked like a Superstar. What is with that neck, little neck coming out? They were pretty expensive, you know. But a hand mic, I just hadn't seen one with that. I always wanted to get one of those Turner Expander hand mics. I had the Turner Expander bass. I didn't care for it. The head on the thing and all this plastic, you know, everything's plastic. And it looked like the head was like tilted a little bit. I bought it for $50 and I sold it for $50 back in like 1980 to a guy that had a sideband club up this way back then. I was living on James Island, about 35 miles from where I'm at now. And I couldn't even hear them, but they were on sideband. I didn't, you know, talk a lot on sideband. Usually stayed down on channel 3. What do you do with the hay? You roll it up or do you bale it up? You got those big old rolls of hay. I see them out there, and you know, look like that would rot laying on the ground. I don't know. Let's see what else we can get for music here. I don't have my Catalyst Special here. It's somewhere here, but I can't see it right now. It's supposed to be royalty free here. They lie on me. They lie. They say it's royalty free, and then I'll do it. Yeah. Only thing, we got to be careful about what we say about that, but I will say this. If I was one of them and one of those little fairies come up there and hit me, I'd take the end of my gun and bust him right in the face. I mean, I know I'd be kicked out, but I'll tell you, that ain't, you know, I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. I mean, the guy's like, not saying about anybody being 5 foot tall, about 5 foot tall and about 125 pounds. He's going to go up there with his dude is about 6'4", 285 pounds, fully loaded, and he's gonna go up and like take his two fists and beat on his chest like, you know, he's a woman or something, and you know, oh my God. They down there in LA, you know. They ought to find out who's making those. I've seen another flag today. I think it had a Mexican and a Palestinian with part American flag on it. I don't think they ought to be able to do that. But that's just me. I better shut up about that stuff. They want to catch me talking about something anyway. You know, I've already been on probation and had to go through YouTube sensitivity school and be on probation for 90 days. And if I did anything else, I'd get my YouTube channel taken away. All because I had a thumbnail of a woman with a bikini holding it in front of her, but you couldn't see nothing. And, you know, they got me. But then about a week later, I turned on another channel and there was a woman sitting there with no pants on at all. That was a thumbnail. I said, you got to be kidding me. That's what they did. Let's see what this here is. They stood for America, yeah. This is almost up, so we just wait. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Be careful. Let me knock that out. I got to get that out of there. Let's see. Shit. Can't get it out of there. That's all right. Get that damn thing off of there. That mark. What the hell is that on there? Okay. Hey, what's up? Charlie Brown. Waving a nickel. Nickel. Yeah, this song's just about up. I'm going to have to get another set here going. Oh, you did? Okay. No, that catalyst, it's right there. That's the one I got to watch out for. Your comments okay except for that one. But with the T word there, I don't know. These, you know, you can say it, but they can't. And I'm not getting on to you about it. Cam Pendleton, yeah. They don't want to go anywhere and do it. Yeah, they don't want to go anywhere and do it. Come on. Okay. There you go. No, it's still there, but it's all right. I can still see it. I don't know. Can you see it? Let me see. That isn't it. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I don't care. You had to go to sensitivity school, you know. I graduated. I didn't get a certificate, but they come on there and told me I had graduated. So I couldn't go live for a week. Couldn't do anything. So that's whenever I went to Uncle Freddie, Chicken Choker. I told everybody to go over there, and then I made a video when I got back. Okay, that'll work. As long as it says on your end, it'll be good. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It just, I'm not. But anyway, I made a video after that, and I used a short clip of Amy Winehouse as a background as I don't want to go to rehab. And the name of the video, well, I just got out of rehab, so I had her on there singing. You can have so many seconds of a song and get away with it. Now on a short video, you can have a minute on there, but it has to be on a short. Now they're said they were going to come out with a 3-minute short, but I hadn't found that yet. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I don't want to have to worry about, those people. I mean, they got more things to do than worry about me, But they got somebody sitting up there. Have nothing else to do. Worry about me, I'm just like the judge up there around Boston. And said, I'm just the judge sitting on the corner and I ain't bothering nobody, I talk to him every once in a while. I think I got him on Facebook as a friend. I don't have one of the loud other. I don't have my catalyst stand right now. I don't know where it is. I just like this because of the color. They had sensitivity school at 29 Palms. Yeah. They did that crap in Australia. What happened now? What'd I do? Did I push the button on or something? Or what happened? What's going on here? Still got a little bit of battery in there. Come on now. What's going on? That's weird. Yeah, they got to do something about it. I just hope they don't come in here, back in here. Yeah. Well, Bill Maher might have something to do with it because they've been breaking into his marijuana store and beating up people and tearing up everything and robbed it like 2 or 3 different times, So he's going to have to make them stop. He'll get them. He'll tell, what's her name? Maxine. She'll get them straight. Good old Maxine, Austria, they better not mess around over there. I've seen them kick the hell out of somebody over there. The cops, some woman with a burqa on or whatever come up there, was doing something, and he drop kicked her right in the stomach. Man, she went flying back like you see those people in the movies. Like something happens and they'll go flying back, and their feet will be out in front of them, and their arms will be out in front of them, and their stomach will be sucked in, and their back will be like an S, and their head's down. It's like somebody's pulled them back with a rope around their stomach, That's the way she went back, and it wasn't no rope around her. It was his foot. I said, all right. Can they do that over there? I guess so. They did it. I said, oh, yeah. Careful. Can't put that, don't get that changed to thing to unalived. They want you to use unalived now. Yeah, gotta be careful. That AI will get me. What happened now? No, not you. Go to sleep. No, that's not Apple Music. Go to sleep. That's fine. That's my AI trying to tell me what to do. Hey, what's up? Bootlegger and PR Fishing Journal. What's up, man? Just chilling out right now. We just listen to music for right now. How's your day there, PR Fishing Journal? First and worst they've dealt with. Yes, sir. Good to see you there. I'm trying to clean my little tablet here. Hang on. The heck is that?
When emergency strikes, first responders are the first ones in. But on outdated networks, the crew...
No, I can't have that. I don't know how I got that in there. That's tribute to Dusty Hill. I don't want to get caught with that on there. Let's see here. Swamp. No, that thing there, that's the one that you got to keep shutting it down. Need to get that one. Blues Rock. Let's see what that is. They're hanging flags, half-mast, and doing a national 3 days of remembering. Where's that at? Where are they doing that at? Yeah. Long summer ahead, yeah. I feel sorry for the young kids coming up nowadays, I don't have many, I'm not going to die tomorrow, I don't think, but I don't have to put up with the bastards, for so long, But these young kids, man, they got to deal with them for years. Never sleep. What's up, cowboy? I sleep during the day. I'm like one of these I'm like one of these, what you call them, that, sleep in the day and come out at night, No, I sleep off and on, You met Dusty in 79? Yeah, I never did get to see the music, see them play. I always wanted to, but see if I can get this to come on back here where I can get some more. There we go. They did a show in Raleigh. Okay. Hey, Cowboy, I'm going to send you an email if I can remember to do it tomorrow. Not about that thumbnail, but about something else. But I'll get with you. No big deal. Yeah, I'm a vampire. I just don't suck. That's all. I don't like blood. I don't suck nothing. Worst thing in the world is to be a vampire around this month right here, That's all I'm going to say. Got the antenna up and running today, so we're going to test drive this 29 tomorrow. All right. Did you see how much a radio from Derail was selling for on Facebook Marketplace? I think it was I don't know what, 959 or something like that. I don't know, but it don't matter. It's a mobile radio. But that thing had knobs and switches in the back and the front. Hell, I guess you get them set. You don't have to mess with it. I can't wait to get your feedback. Okay. But did you see how much they wanted for that radio? A derail radio that he's worked on. Give me a guess what you think he's selling it for. Not him, another guy. What'd you use one time and put it up? I missed it. I missed what you used and put up. Is that it? Hang on. I bumped the friggin' cord. Let me see if I can get it back. You're 29. Anyway, the guy, I know who he is. They wanted $1,500 plus shipping. $1,500 for a used radio, all the derail stuff and all. Yeah, you can hear me, but you can't see me. I'm working on it. Let's see. I know how to do it on Restream. On StreamYard. Okay, here we go. Got it now. There you go. I bumped the cord going inside a computer. I got to get better, get that different there and get it out of the way. $1,500. And the guy says, and that's sperm, and he like, come on there and count the letters and ship it on your dime. Yeah. I wouldn't want it because too many knobs and switches on the thing, you know. All you gotta do is bump one of them, you know, bump it. I'm doing that a lot in my truck. That's why you see me had taken that. Somebody said, "Oh, he don't even have a knob on his damn radio, that dumbass." You know, no, I took it off because it's the modulation. I had it set, and every once in a while, I don't know what happened. I bump into it, or who knows, and the modulation would get turned down. So I just took the little knob out of there. They can't do it now. I had a couple people when I go live in my truck. Oh, ha, ha, ha. He don't even have a knob on the radio, the dumbass. Okay, whatever. D-Win come rag chew with Megamind on Saturdays up in the upstate. Yeah. Yeah, I met D-Win a couple different times. And D-Rail met them. Met him. Hmm. Yeah, I got tired of having somebody, I can't hear you. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't hear me? Modulation is barely in there. I said, what? I start checking to see if I blew up the amp, checking it. Then I look over there, and I know the little knob, and it was down like at an angle, and I said, no, that ain't right. They turn it all the way back around, where it's straight up, that on there. So, oh yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, I bumped the needle. I bumped the knob. I didn't know it. So it happened 2 or 3 times. I said, that's it. I might put something else back on there. I don't know. It's wide open anyway. So I could glue it in there. Same thing with the reverb and time and all like that. The echo thing. I barely run any. It sounds, real good to me. It's no echoing or nothing. It increases the modulation and gives it a crisper sound. I mean, that thing is loud anyway. That thing is loud, man. You turn that, you get it set right. That'll get bumped every once in a while. But I can look at it right off and see if it's where it's supposed to be. Yeah. I hear him. I hear derail down here once in a while. As soon as I can get that 4-element vertical horizontal beam up on this crank up tower, I'll be able to talk to him, because I used to do it before when Georgia Cracker and them was up there. I got several videos to be checking in. That was up in, wherever Georgia Cracker was at. I don't remember what. Somewhere around Black Mountain. I don't know. Oh, they do? Bootleg, you going? All right, bootlegger, have a good one. Enjoy it, man. How you doing? How you doing? Hard to pronounce your name. Good to see you. We're just in here playing some music. This is all copyright free music. Oh, look out. Just copyright free blues music. But good to see you. Yeah, I know. There's too many knobs and crap. But can you down your name a little bit? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna call you A-N. I don't know what else to do. Scared to hand pink waving. Okay. Where are you located there? I forgot. I can't. Hopefully one day. What up, bootlegger? Oh, get it out all hooked up again. Okay. Well, I thought you were hooking it up to the mobile the other day. I thought you said, oh, you'd put it back up. What's your location there? ANATELIERNHI. Can somebody help me pronounce that? I don't like to try to pronounce a name and then I get it wrong, you know. Telly. 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 You came from Chris, okay. But I mean, where do you live? Where do you live? Yeah, I already, yeah, I subscribed to you, but I just can't remember what, where you live. Is Telly good? Is that good enough to say?
For anyone struggling with hearing,
yeah, there.
You may not know this, but the biological reason why some people struggle.
There you go. You get something else. That's the same thing over and over and over here. We need better than that. Here's a outlaw here. Let's play him. That's AI outlaw there. Set up by the same guy. You talking about derails stuff? Bet he could do a killer to the Cobra 2000. I got one they're working on. The guy's working on now. That Mike's radio repair got working for me about over 10 years ago. I'll tell her. Right. I'll tell her. But the guy that was helping me with mine, he died. He made the X bones and the scorpion stuff. He made the X bones. He's the one that made this on the air light. I just got to put it back together. That I took that off to look at it. Yeah. And he made the scorpion, got it in a couple of my radios. I got it, one of them, I got it in Cobra 29. That's variable power, and it does something about stops the negative peaks and the negative and builds up the positive peaks. I don't know. And then the X bones, that's the meter. It also built that external S meter, that big S meter for me. Fired it into the radio, I plugged it from the back. And then he put a digital S meter in the 20 night watch 25, over 25 night watch. But you can use it as a digital meter or an analog meter and some other things. If the SWR and all of it in one thing. Oh yeah, derail's good now. I mean, but they just put too much in there. But you know, that's what they want. I mean, everybody want, it's whatever you want. If you want him to work on it, then I'm not knocking him for anything. That's great that he's doing that. 7. Yeah, I just talked to him last night. He was on there with them jerky boys. Was in there. Two dumbass guys was in there. Do you go to the Cobra 29 Facebook group, Catalyst? I don't remember. Damn, all I gotta do is touch that. I want to turn it like that, but I don't have to mess it up. Do you do the over 29 on Facebook, your Catalyst? You'll check out RT, maybe. Check her out. Put your link down. RT. I'm gonna call you RT. I don't know how we got that out of that with R on there. Okay. Well, go ahead and that. I started that group there. That one, over 29. Popcorn is admin, and I'm the one that started it and got him to come in there and help me. You can get in there too and be an admin if you want to. Over 29 Facebook. Anybody on here that wants to join that Cobra 29 on Facebook, go ahead. Be great. You want to send me an R&R? Man, I hear you. What all does he do to it? I mean, puts MOSFETs in it and puts an echo board in it, variable power, puts in maybe a capacitor, whatever in the power supply, puts a VFO wind up in it. What else does he do? That's something that my friend had never done until I sent him that Cobra 29 and a 25. He experimented and made his own version of the windup in there. $1:00, I'm gonna call it quits. I need to get in there and hang upside down in the closet. Tomorrow and work on a weed eater. I already told you this story, but it's so good, I'll tell it again. This whole box right here, let me cut on the light. Got this carburetor adjustment tool here. Got this air cleaner element. Got a piece of hose. Gasket set. Brand new carburetor. Uh, yeah, already has that on it. 2 more priming bulbs. Gas line in the tank. New spark plug. All for $20 shipped. Over at the lawnmower place over there around here, they wanted like, I think it's $6 for one of these. I don't know how much that would have been over there, probably $5. The aftermarket one they had was $7. I don't know how much this was. I didn't know. I didn't ask about that. I didn't need more. I don't need that anyway. I'm not going to move it. This gasket, that one, and one other one. This is that diaphragm gasket right there. Anyway, it was $28. I bought it. I bought that $28. Then it wouldn't run except on choke, you know. You got to turn that choke like that and it'll run. We need to run wide open, okay? You do that, nothing comes up in there. So I said, this part here, this black thing must be bad. So I went over there and I asked him, I said, do you have this black part, whatever it is, that goes to the gas tank? No, we have to order it. I said, well, how much is it? $27. He said, you'd be better off going ahead and putting another $45 and get a whole new carburetor. Okay. And I paid $20 for this whole thing, you know. I don't care if it's where it's made at. And I said, well, it might go bad. Well, if it goes bad, I'll spend another $20. It'd take me, let's see, 60 and 30, 90, 100, 110. I've already spent $115, or I would have, for their carburetor and the stuff I already bought. And I could, you know, get a pretty good many carburetors bought by the time, you know. Wow. All electrolytics are replaced. All coils are replaced. It gets MOSFET. 12-volt power section replaced with variables put on the bottom of the board for dead key and more. Then I know it's done. All right. 5.5 watts. Peak to 45 or 50. All right. That sounds good. Let me get this going here again. Okay. It goes on a still weed eater F11111, like the guy on the side band 11111. No, it's just 3 or 4 ones. R7, I think, or F111 R7, something like that. It's a pretty big weed eater. I had used regular, you know, special gas. I used Stay-Bill in it. And I tried to run it until the gas came out of it, but I don't know, man, what happened, but I'll fix it tomorrow. The the carburetor's no problem. I know how to get that now. I got that down pat, man, getting that off of there. A little tricky at first. Had to use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull the gas line off the fittings because they were stuck on there and didn't want it to come loose, you know. there. Scared me. That face coming up. What am I doing on there? Nothing done to me. Hold this up. Tired of holding it. Slippery. I'll get it. I'll get you. I'll get some of this 21 bad. Orange tape is bad tape. Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't have that problem. I mean, too much. I've already had it about 3 or 4 years, 4 years, 5 years. That's all that's ever happened to me. One bad. Orange tape bad. Yeah. That's my new phrase, 21 orange tape bad, 21 bad. Hey, can you hear me? Hello. It goes on a still weed eater. FS 1111111. No, FS 111 R7. Something like that. Something like number like that. That's close enough. Yeah, I went out there earlier on mobile. I was listening. Didn't have anything. I might get out there tomorrow night, Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. I was 2112 out on Sunday. Was he out there Sunday? I didn't know. I've been busy working on this, trying to get the numbers up. My YouTube channel has increased 840%. You know, 840% from last month. Can you hear me now? It cut the mic off on me. It was going into the computer mic. Don't have any audio. Can you hear me? Yeah, it when I bumped the cord in the computer, it went to the internal, the mic inside the laptop, which I thought I had disconnected it. A while ago, have I had audio the whole time? I don't know. See, I don't know. I just noticed that it wasn't on the right one. I've got it on the camera. See, that thing when I bumped it, it went to the camera in the laptop, but I got that blocked, and it went to the laptop microphone, which I thought I had blocked. Oh, in Belgium? Okay. She's in Belgium. That's great. Facebook. Haha. No, it's not Facebook, it's Facebook. Yeah. Turn to channel 21. Yeah. Area 21, yeah. Jed thought that up, Area 21. I said, all right. I just added 6 hours to midnight, you know. No problem, man. That's great. Let's see what this next song is, then I'm going to pull out. That's the Cobra 29 right there. Okay there, okay, that'll be great. Okay. I'll do it. That's the Cobra 29 link right there on Facebook. He's wanting to know the link on Facebook for Cobra 29 that I got on Facebook there, so he can get to be he can go over there and I'll set him up as an admin. I'm there. I started it, and I got Popcorn that does it, help me with it, and now maybe Catalyst or anybody can. I don't, you know, great. Yeah, William Curtis, check it out. Get over there, you know, everybody go over there and join the Cobra 29, you know. Trying to get it started. I think it's about, I don't know, 100 people in there. I don't know. Let me see how many's in there. 321 members. 300 and had to be 21 on it, but it's 321 members. I'll show you what it looks like. Am I still live? Or did I mess up the thing again? I can't see it. Too bright. Let's see. Can't tell. Yeah, the mic on the side's the good ones. I got to get the my live. No, that's just a Facebook group. Facebook group. I got that one. I got the fans of Pierce Simpson. I don't know if that's copyright free or not. I don't know about that. Without copyrights, yeah. I got that one, October 29, the fans of Pierce Simpson, and then I got the general radio telephone. And then I think I got the quad 5 there that I started for Foxman. And one more, I don't remember what it is. Okay, man, have a good one. Y'all have a good night. I'm pulling out. That's what she said. Thank you. I'm gone.